it's me, Ashley, and I've got another review I'd like to do. And if you're wondering why I sound like this, is well, I don't know why I've got that accent, but I've had a few drinks and I was feeling really good, so I thought I'd just do this review anyway. I mean, if my old pal Blongho can have a few drinks and do a review, I don't see why I can't do the same. So I just hope you can bear with me. So this is what I'm reviewing. Well, I'm obviously not reviewing the box because that would be very, very silly, wouldn't it? So I just excuse me, my throat was a little parched there, so I had to have a little drink. So I'm reviewing this Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise, the Weaponizer Optimus Prime, and it's a pretty fun figure. I do enjoy it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. So we take a look at the box. This is just 4 modes. I think that is bloody bullcrap. It's only 2 modes, but it's just this 4 modes, and I guess if you count the weapons being deployed as another mode, then there's another mode. But really, it's just you've got the truck with the guns out like that, or the truck without the guns out, or you can have the robot with the guns out, or the robot without the guns out. So there we go. It's pretty nice. There's some lights in there. There's no sounds. It's just lights. It's unnecessary, to be honest. Hey, look, you can get a Weaponizer Bumblebee. Why am I not surprised? Of all the figures you could get, it's a Bumblebee figure. Why the hell does Bumblebee have to be in every freaking line and size? It's just Bumblebee. It's not even the Chimera anymore. I'm sorry. I mean, I do like the bee from the show over the bee from the movie, but still, it's the same freaking character. It's almost the same bloody toy. Why are we getting another one? But that's not what that's about. This review is about this one right here. And my LED lights are almost dead. Sorry about that. See, just a little bit. They turn on just a little bit. And there is Optimus in his semi mode. And it does look okay. The flat paint doesn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. It looks okay. I like it. It still doesn't look quite as show accurate as I would like it to be, but hey, and then you come out to the back, and the back is a bloody mess. It's just a big empty. Yes, this toy definitely screams trailer. It needs a trailer. This is not. It's not acceptable. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. But for a liter-sized toy, and it's only $30 because it's not really liter size, but it's close to it. It's a pretty nice venture. It's got headlights, and it's got little rivets in there. I don't know if you can see them. You can see it on this side right there, and those rivets go all the way across. And he's got those little lights up here, and you can see into the cab a bit, but there's nothing in there. So I'm semi-pleased. It doesn't roll that well. There's too much stuff on the bottom. This right here and the head seems to be getting caught. Oh, and this does not plug in anywhere here. You can if you'd like, you can plug it into the side here and have him rolling with this on the side, but then that looks silly if you can get it to roll. So is that. Take that off. And as I've just shown you, there are ports on the side for weapons. So you can put various weapons if you'd like. You can take a target roid, stick it on there if you'd like. Or if you really like and you've got something else, like say these Robotech Robo Links, you can plug them in on the sides and just really augment his weapons like that. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. You can, you know, stick all sorts of things and then just take other weapons and just plug them on in various places. Let's see. Like that, if you want. And there, if you wish. It's all up to you. I don't fancy the way that looks, but you can do it. And I do appreciate that. And they don't stick out badly like a lot of other ports do. They're just kind of there, and they're just there. They don't have them raised, poking out like a lot of other of the toys, like the Arms Micron toys have these raised holes. It's really stupid. But yeah, but that's it for that mode. Let's go and transform him into his second mode. By that, we're just going to loosen that just a little bit, because if you don't, it doesn't work. Then you just press this, and that happens. And now you've got this thing, very hollow inside, but you've got these two guns coming out, and unfortunately they point down because they're supposed to be, yeah, part of the gimmick. And this trigger here is kind of crucial. You just pull this back, everything pulls back, and you press the button right here, and there you go. It's a nice little gimmick, but not really feeling it in this mode. So let's go ahead and transform this figure, shall we? And give me just a second, as I've got to totally rearrange my limbs in ways that are not natural to me. I'm in great pain, but it's okay. I'll just, you know. Oh, that's so much better. So, let's see, what are we gonna do? We shall unpeg that like that and flip it over. Do the same thing on the other side. And you can hear one of my nephews going nuts. He's not very happy right now. Take this piece, flip it up like so, fold it in and rotate it which way, I forget, like that. So rotate it like this so that it looks like that. You can see where that's going. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop these parts up like so and flip them around, and you can see, excuse me, their arms, and they weren't hidden very well here. They just lie down right in this crevice, and it's not hidden very well. You can turn the arms, you can turn the hands so that they aren't really apparent hands, but it doesn't do a good job. So let's see, and then what are we gonna do? We're gonna flip these pieces up. These become the legs, and flip them out, and then you can see most of the robot. And take this part and just flip it up like this, and oops, spoiler alert, push this down, there we go, like that, and push that in. Then we're going to take this and flip this whole section up like so, going to take this and fold it over, and there's a little slot right here. Well, this little slot here and this little raised groove here. Don't know what you want to call it. And you just put that like that. Flip this over and do the same on the other side. Sorry about the shadows. Flip it over, in and over, and there you've got Optimus Prime all done up. Now he's a little back heavy. His feet are very strange. Like this extra part here doesn't really do a very good job of keeping him from falling down. So we'll just, there we go, straighten them out, and I'll back him up just a little bit so you can see him better. And there we have Optimus, and it looks really, really nice from the front. Now the first time I saw this, this head looked much bigger, and I don't know if they fixed that or if it was just an early thing, or if it was just I don't know, just I will complain about one thing though. I don't like the arms, and the only reason I don't like the arms is because compared to the rest of his body, they look a little gimpy, a little, what is the word I'm looking for? They seem to be from a different Prime. They don't seem like they fit this figure. They seem too small, too thin. And you can take the gun and put it in his hands, and he can hold the gun. It doesn't have that transforming look to it. It just looks like he's holding a gun, and the gun does not look like it's big enough for him. It looks like it should have been on one of the other figures, and I may indeed just do that. And then of course you can put any weapon in his hand that does have a long enough grip, and that's the only problem, is that it has to have a long enough grip, because, or be very light, because it the way his hands are, it doesn't since it is kind of opened, I don't know, it just doesn't work right with some things. Like, let's take this right here. See, it just flips right out. It doesn't hold it too well. So you can do this if you want, but again, this does not hold too well. It rotates and slips out because of the way they have them. Now, I mean, it's nice and all, but you know what, there's no reason for his finger to be out like this, because once you've got this covering, you don't see the finger anymore. There's no point to it. So, you know, there's no point to this, I've got to scratch my nose fingers. You know what I mean? Like, all this, you know, come here. I want to talk to you. Now I've got something to say that's important. Now you can see it's got more ports over here. So you can theoretically put stuff in there, but some things won't fit. Like, this is the same size peg as the other thing, but it won't fit. You can take his gun weapon and try to fit it in there. So he's got an arm-mounted gun, which looks really silly, but I guess it's for, you know, the arms microns guns. You can, if you wish, put guns up here. There's two peg holes on either side of the shoulder, and of course his legs still do come with those peg holes, so you can put more things on him if you'd like. So I like to pose it with these on them, and you know, they look pretty cool if you can, you know, just get him armed out with things in his hands. It doesn't look too bad, because it just gives him the sense that, you know, he's going all out and he's about to kill you or something, or kill, you know, just totally take out an army. And of course he does have that gimmick where you press, it's not here, it looks like it's here, but there's a button right back here, a little switch, and you press it and this happens. So and then you just pull this tab down and it resets itself. You do it again. If I can find the switch. There you go. So there you've got Optimus all ready to just go full out nuclear on someone. It's not bad. I like this figure. It does have its issues. For one thing, like I've said before, the let's get this out of here. Is it doing anything? I'll go over to the side. And give me just a sec. Oh, my knee. So you can, it's got a decent range of movement. Let's take this down. Take these all off. And take this off. And let's lift the camera up a little bit. Now, his head can turn a little bit, and it's sort of on this sort of a ball joint, but there's so much stuff here that his head gets stuck, and it's not like you can have him look up or down. It just kind of sort of side to side, and he's got no neck, and it looks, to me, that looks a little weird. That they should have at least raised this area up just a little bit so he could see past his boobs, but he can't. So his arms can go 360, and he can do the chicken arm thing. Whoops. And that does come unpegged a little bit sometimes, but it's not a big deal. He's got a, what do you call that? Rotation at his upper bicep. It's not, it's pretty good. He's got, his arms do bend at the elbows. And his wrist goes 360. It doesn't do anything else. It does go 360 in a circle. He has no waist articulation. That's part of it is doing to the gimmick, I guess. He has ratchety joints, so he can do Perceptor kick, or one of these complete kicks like this, which exposes his groin to the elements. Right above the knee, he can rotate. He can go all the way forward, that far back, and his knee goes about that far. As far as his toes go, well, he can pivot forward, and that's it. He doesn't have much there. And he is back heavy. He does have a big backpack. There's not much you can do about that. And I think the instructions had this straight like this, but if you watch the show and look at all the toys, he always has his pipes angled like that. So I just keep them angled like that. I can't see this being very pleasant, having these, where's the button? Having these grappling guns just shooting off right next to his audio receptors. That sounds like it'd be a big pain, but it's a nice gimmick, and it's a decent size prime. Let's see. It's supposed to be a leader, but I think it might be shorter than it. I think it's more like an animated leader than it is like Revenge of the Fallen leader size. I think Revenge of the Fallen was a big leader size. You can see there he is next to good old Wheeljack, and Wheeljack is at the head slightly more than half his size. So. And I think that's all I've got to say about him. He looks nice. He's $30, and I think you could spend $30 on something worse than this. This is a pretty nice figure. So yeah, I think the first edition Prime is probably still the best of the primes, but this one's not too bad. From certain angles, this one's pretty nice. Again, Back of the leg's very hollow. And that's probably part of the reason why he doesn't stand too well. That and this backpack kibble. Because it doesn't disperse very well because of the gimmick. But otherwise, it's not bad. It looks pretty good. I like it. So, yep. And if they'd only make a leader bulkhead. That's a figure that's screaming to be made. So, Hasbro, get to it, please. Alright. So, till next time, it's Arslip, and thank you for sitting through one of my boring reviews. Cheers.